getting oxygen from outside the body into the cells and getting carbon dioxide from inside the body out requires gas exchange organs. These gas exchange organs are ultimately limited by diffusion, and much of the history of the evolution of gas exchange organs involves clever ways that life has found around that limitation. In this lecture, we're going to explore some of these clever ways. We'll start off with the problem of how bird embryos living in eggs breathe. Even though these embryos have cardiovascular systems, their gas exchange with the outside world is limited by diffusion across the eggshell, to the point where the system can be analyzed completely using nothing more than the equation that governs diffusion, Fick's law. Diffusion is often invoked as a limitation on body size, and these limits of diffusion are often used to explain why animals invariably have circulatory systems. There are, in fact, lots of examples where that's not true, the most obvious being that of insects, which rely completely on diffusion to distribute gases throughout their bodies, and without the benefit of a circulatory system to help distribute it, as is the case in ourselves and other vertebrates. We'll see how insects pull off this clever trick and have added a trick or two of their own. Birds' eggs and insect respiratory systems constitute a class of gas exchange systems we can designate as differential diffusion solubility pumps. The most interesting example of such exchangers are the impromptu bubble gills of aquatic insects. These operate in some seemingly paradoxical ways, and this can be understood as insects relying on small anomalies in solubility and diffusion rates of oxygen and nitrogen in water. Understanding this properly leads to some surprising conclusions about how these gills operate. As you watch this lesson, keep three things in mind. How different are the solubilities of different gases in water? How different are the solubilities of all gases in water compared to their solubilities in air? And finally, where does the energy come from to power gas exchange in differential diffusion solubility pumps?